Peace, everybody. Um, this is gonna be my manifestation video for this week. Um, and I I've been doing some of my own coaching work with a woman that I have been following for a very long time now. And I was inspired to purchase some of her services. It originally started out as just a mediumship reading, but then, like, I've always loved her energy, and I always thought she was really talented. So I finally was able to get a mediumship reading, and then I just have been working with her a lot ever since. So I've been doing some of that work, and in our session for this week, one of my guides and ancestors came forward and let me know that he has some information that he wants me to channel. So this is a subject that I tend to stay away from, just because people have a lot of feelings around it, and when you are emotionally invested in a certain mindset, sometimes it can make you shut yourself off from any information that might be contrary to that, or that might not be what you were taught, or what you were told, or what you've always believed in. And really, I guess the work that I do is generally that, because it's not, spiritual work is not, metaphysics and esoterica, they're not like mainstream concepts or lifestyles, but there's a lot of fear mongering going on this past almost 2 years, and really, like, since I've been born, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like society promotes being fear-based in general, but at least in the past year and a half, over a year and a half now, it's been taken to another level. And if you're not aware of your energy and the energy that is being projected towards you, then it's easy to, I guess, get caught up in the fear and let it overpower your senses to the point where you're not rational anymore. So I want to talk about that in relation to manifesting, because you can manifest that which you fear, because you're focusing all of your energy and attention on what you don't want. But as I've said before, the universe doesn't differentiate between what you don't want and what you do want. It only knows the subject that you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on, I don't want to get sick, all the universe, the vibration that you're giving out is you're putting all your energy and attention on being sick, versus you saying, I want to be healthy. Then your attention and energy is focused on being healthy. So Um, I think it's very important to make sure that you know the difference between your energy and other people's energy, and also energy that you are being, um, I guess I would call it like suggestive energy. So energy that is encouraging you or persuading you to feel a certain way or to think a certain way. I think it's very, very important that you always do your own research. Um, Along this spiritual journey that I've been on, I never like had a mentor or like someone to show me the way or tell me like this is what it is. So a lot for my journey, I've had to rely on being authentic within myself, knowing what resonates the best for me, and then being able to research and find more information about that, so that from a variety of sources, so I'm not being biased on the information, and so I can really decipher between things resonating with how I already feel, and between misinformation that's out there, between authentic sources, because if we were all living the lives that we came here to live, the world would exist in an entirely different way. The world exists, or society exists, the way that it does now because there are people who hoard information and keep it for themselves in order to feel more powerful than everyone else. And in that false sense of power, then you feel like you can control other people, or you can control situations to benefit just those few people. So for that reason, there are a lot of different ideas out there. So it's very important for you to be able to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So for example, if you're someone, okay, so if you like to stay up on current events and you like to be informed, there are different ways that you can get the news, right? And that message is going to vary depending on the source. So if you're someone who prefers to watch the news on TV versus reading it in a newspaper versus going to a certain website, all of those messages are going to be different. If you're someone who likes to watch the news on TV, but you're watching this channel versus that channel, the message is going to be different. And a lot of times, depending on what's going on in the world, sometimes those messages can be the same. And I don't know if you've seen, like, there's been several videos floating around social media that will literally play clips back to back where you see newscasters from different outlets saying almost identically the same thing. So I bring that up to say that it's really important that you use your own sense of reasoning and rationale with any information that you get. It doesn't matter if it's from TV, if it's in school, if it's in a book. Anything that is being presented as factual information, you have to be able to verify that. And if you believe everything anyone tells you just because they said it, like, that's not very smart, and it's not going to help you build your own sense of perception and your own ability to decipher the truth, and it's not going to be in your best interest, because anybody can manipulate you into acting or behaving based off of information that they've given you, knowing that that information is going to have that effect on you. That's like the definition of what manipulation is, right? So you want to like have your own mind and have your own sense of knowing. And that's another reason why building on your intuition is so important, because your intuition will tell you somebody's lying to you. Your intuition will tell you there's something not right if I turn this corner and go down the street. You know, your intuition will tell you like something's about to go down. I need to get out of here. So it's really important now more than ever to build upon that ability, if you haven't already, and to remember those things when you are being faced with so many messages that are promoting fear. Like, it's never in your best interest to be encouraged to be fearful about anything at all, period. It's never in your best interest to be encouraged to be fearful about anything. Okay? So if you're receiving information, or if someone is speaking from a place of fear, like, you should automatically, not listen to it. Like, you should automatically like dispel that information and say like, this can't be right, because fear is not helpful to anybody. It doesn't help you grow. It keeps you trapped. It keeps you in a lower vibration, and you're definitely not going to be able to manifest anything if you have any fear in your energy, in your space, in your mindset, in your chakras, in your soul. And like, it's not a vibration that you want, period, like, ever, right? So I felt like my guide was letting me know that there's he has information to pass through me regarding like what's like the past year or two. So if you feel like this is you, if you feel like you've come to live in that space where you're just afraid of everything, and oh my gosh, what's going to happen to this, and what's going to happen to that, and how is everything going to be okay, and like, if you find that you are right now vibrating in that space, the first thing that I would recommend is that you turn everything off for at least 24 hours. I would encourage you to do it for a month. But I know like that's like some people not being on social media for a whole month. It's like you got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. Like, I'm not one of those people. Like, I only get on it to promote my businesses. But at least I would say just start out with 24 hours. Turn the TV off. Or you don't even have to turn the TV off. Just turn off the informational stuff. So turn off the CNN and the Fox News and the I don't know, whatever, Vice News or any programming. And see, that's why they call it programming, because it's encouraging you, it's persuading you to think and feel a certain way, not of your own choosing, but of their own encouragement. So any programming that is presenting the information in a factual way, don't watch any of it for at least 24 hours. Any social media, because especially like I know sometimes you scroll through your feed, and if it's a really pertinent topic that happened, then everybody in your feed is talking about it. So it's just like an onslaught of, you know, this and this. So no social media for at least 24 hours. Refrain from having conversations with people in your life about factual information for 24 hours. And just try to do that cleanse. Do your best. Don't try. Do your best to successfully complete a cleanse like that. And you will feel your energy change. You will feel lighter. You will feel that sense of hope and optimism start to creep back into your energy. And once you've been able to separate your energy from the energy that is being encouraged externally, once you're able to differentiate between the two and distinctly know what your energy is, all without any influence, then only then would I encourage you to start to do your own research. Because if you do it before then, the fear is going to creep back. It just is, because you haven't been able to separate the two. So once you get to that point, then you can go and do your own research. And if I were you, I would start with doing the energy work that I suggested, being clear about your energy and being able to separate your energy from the energy around you, whether it's your coworkers, whether it's your family, whether it's your favorite radio talk show host or whatever. Anybody that can influence your energy from the outside. You want to be able to do your own research into how your energy affects everything in your space. Because once you're able to master that, which is also the key to manifestation, because what I'm trying to get at is living in that state of fear is going to manifest all of the things that you're fearful of. So that's why it's important to master your energy and to be able to create your own reality. So once you are able to get to a place where you can do your own research, you will see that there's nothing to be afraid of, that there are so many tools at your disposal to promote healthy living, to promote a healthy state of mind, to promote a healthy emotional state, to really, like, the past 2 years has been more peaceful for me than the previous 35. And I know that's like a stark contrast to what most people are feeling, but that is my whole point. Like, you want to get to a place where nothing external can influence what you got going on in your space. That's when you've really mastered your energy, and when you really are a true alchemist, and you really can create and manifest anything at all. I'm being called to these cards, so I did pick a few cards. I got 3 today, but okay. So the first card is, it says, my every relationship can now feel better. You see the 2 people sitting in the hot air balloon over some type of flower field. And on the back it says, by intending, as you are moving into a segment of relationships, to focus upon your points of harmony, to give your great attention not to what you are disagreeing about, but on the things you agree on. That is the resolution in all relationships. For when you focus on what you do not like, by the law of attraction, you solicit more of what you do not want, which is exactly what I was just saying. So I feel like this card is also speaking on just how much, like, how much we are being persuaded to be pitted against each other right now. It seems like every week there's another segment, there's another news story that's pitting 2 segments of people against each other, whether it's, so-called black people against so-called white people, so-called Asian people against so-called black people, the cops versus everybody else, the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. Like, there's so much division being encouraged right now. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, once you live in that state of fear, it's easy for somebody to persuade you to do things that don't even make sense. Like, how could you think that you putting down or being vicious towards another group of people is an okay thing to do? Like, it's the right thing to do. Like, you're on the right path when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's so important for you to be able to have your own thoughts and your own ideas outside of anybody else's influence, because it will, if you don't, like, it's so easy for you to be manipulated and encouraged to do things, like I said, that are not even rational, like, don't even logically make sense. Like, I don't want to get into many specifics because it's just, it's, I don't know. I don't have no words for how people are just, like, acting so mindlessly right now. It's like, you can make so many people do anything you want right now, like, because they're in such an imbalanced state of energy. Like, people are not even thinking, people are not even using their brains. Like, what do you mean? Like, are you listening to what's coming out your mouth? Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. So the next card that I got says, there is nothing I cannot be, do, or have. It's a pretty swan with someone riding. Is that a swan? Yeah, It's a swan with someone riding on its back, and the swan has a crown. And on the back it says, "Welcome to planet Earth." There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Go forth on this day of your life experience, knowing that your real work is to decide what you want and then focus upon that. Go forth giving thought to what you want, attracting life experiences to help you decide what you want. And once you have decided, giving thought only to that. So that is reinforcing what I was speaking on about living in fear. That's exactly what you like. All of those things that you don't want to happen, that you're focusing so hard on repetitively, you're going to end up attracting it if you're not careful. Like, and this is not to make you feel fear around like, oh my God, what am I thinking about? I better not think about that. Like, I'm not encouraging for you to have fear about anything. What I am encouraging you to do is think positively, have your own thoughts, and focus on positive energy, raising your own vibration, separating your energy from other people, and just living in love, because love and fear are all that exist. If it's not love, then it's fear. And if it's not fear, then it's love. There's nothing in between. Anger is fear. Sadness is fear. So yeah, just living in love. So the last card that I got is, I use the law of creation deliberately. And I just noticed this about this card. So, looks like a woman standing in a field underneath a tree, but most of the card is showing the roots of the tree. And I think that's very interesting because one of the ways that you can start to master your energy is being really good at grounding. And one of the visualization techniques that you can use to ground yourself is to visualize energy flowing through your chakras all the way down to your feet, into the earth, through the earth, all the way to the center of the earth, like the roots of a tree. Sorry, I thought I'm getting an inspection today. I thought he was here. I was gonna say no, not in the middle of my video. Yeah, so see how people be trying to distract you when you be on the song. Okay. So yeah, so this image reminds me, it's similar. I mean, my roots go like a lot deeper when I do the visualization, but it's a good image to have when you are attempting to ground yourself, when you are using the grounding to have a stronger sense about your energy, so that you are able to be in a space to use the law of attraction effectively. So on the back it says, the law of creation has two important parts: the desire for the creation and the allowing of the creation. Whether you are thinking of what you desire or the lack of what you desire, because the direction of your thought is your choice, the law of creation goes to work upon whatever you are thinking about. So this speaks more about what I said, choosing your words wisely. You know, spelling is called spelling because the words you choose literally create a spell, in that all words have energy. And so that's why a lot of times when I'm doing these videos, you see me pause a lot, because I'm very intentional about the words that I choose, because all words have energy. And so you want to be mindful of what you're speaking on, or what energy you're bringing up when you're speaking. And that also goes to always look at it as like the glass is half empty versus the glass is half full. So you always want to speak from a place where the glass is half full versus the glass is half empty. So you always want to say, even if, say, you're having not so great of a day, right? And someone says, "How are you?" It's a higher vibrational energy to say, I'm doing pretty good, which is not a lie, than to say, like, "Oh my God, this is the worst day ever." You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you feel like you're having the worst day ever, to speak on it, it's adding more energy and attention to that. So for you to say, "Not too bad," or "I'm doing pretty good," you've already changed your vibration. So that it's really important that you are mindful of your thoughts and your words, even with something as simple as that. Let's see if anything else is coming up. So I'm hearing my guide again saying that it's important to remember who you are, and remember why you're here and where you come from, and stand in that power and be strong. Have confidence that you do have these abilities, and have confidence that you do have control over your life, not in the microcosm type of way, like not in the minute details, but more in the direction that your life takes, and the energy, and the vibration that you encompass, because universal laws will always give you more of what you are. So the more that you master yourself, the more things around you will change, just because that's how it works. Has no other choice. So, remember to be confident, and remember to not let other people get you down, to not let other people's energy bring you down, to not let other people's energy become your own and lower your vibration. And there are different things you can do. Like right now, you see me keep looking down. I have so my guide, this is a weird story. I'm gonna try to keep it short. So like I said, I was doing the work with my coach, and one of my guys came through, and she said he was Zulu, and that he has the energy of a lion or a cheetah, and he asked me to find a talisman that reminds me of him, so that I can remember that he's there and that he's helping me and guiding me always, and to be able to channel that energy, especially like that lion, that strength. Like he told her to tell me to like keep my head up and put my shoulders back, like, what I'm saying, be the queen that you are. Don't shrink in front of people, or don't let people feel like, make you feel anything else other than that you're a queen. So I keep looking down. So I did find one because my mother actually went to South Africa, and she brought back a souvenir, and I was like, yeah, I might have a souvenir that reminds me of that. And when I went to find it, guess what picture is inside the bowl? Ugh, this is so weird to do this backwards. There you go. There you go. Right? So I was like, okay. Ooh, he's here. I was like, okay, I got the message. So, yeah, he just wants to remind everybody to, especially in this 8/8 portal, that's what's even crazier. Like, to have all of this energy come to me right now in the Lion's Gate, like, it's just so synchronistic. It's like, it's so magical. So channel that energy of the lion, especially right now. You have unlimited access to this energy right now. Even though it's only the 6th, the energy is still present and it's still building up to that point. So just remember your strength. Remember your energy. Separate yourself from what you're being encouraged to feel and believe, especially if it's fear-based. Like I said, remember that you have all of these tools and different things to, if you want to be healthy, like, get you some elderberries, like, boost your immune system, wash your hands for 30 seconds, sing the ABCs, don't touch doorknobs, like, eat good foods, like, not greasy, not fatty, not, we should all be working towards growing our own food at this point anyway, especially like there's been like shortages and like all of these different things. So that's another way that you can kind of take things back into your own space and have that security. But yeah, like, there's so much. Like, don't get caught up in the fear. Focus on the love. Focus on doing what you can do for yourself. And don't let other people, like, get into your space and your energy and your head, like, and make you feel that fear and make you, like, I know it's a challenge, but, like with anything, it takes practice. One thing that helps me a lot is when I actually do have to go in the office, I put my headphones on. Not only does it help me, like, focus on being able to do my work, but it also eliminates all of that outside chatter, because I sit in a cubicle, so I can hear every conversation on the floor. So it helps me to not even, like, sense, like, the fear mongering and the, like, like, that's what it sounds like to me. It's just like, yo, calm down. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. For real. It's going to be all right. Unless you believe then it's not going to be all right for you. So that's something that you have to incorporate in yourself and stand strong and firm on inside of yourself and your space and your energy. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm at 40 minutes now. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I didn't want to get into anything too specific, but hopefully, yeah, I feel like some people got some relief from this. So if you need to run the tape back as many times as you need to, and listen to it every day. If you need a reminder, like I said, you can also do like put the little sticky notes around so that you can remember or listen to. Like there's some really great podcasts that talk a lot about positivity and things like that. So yeah, just work on elevating your vibration, being able to make your energy distinct from external influences, and just stay positive and believe everything's gonna be okay, because it is. For real. Have a great day.